Welcome to all of you from the four corners of the earth to this fantastic, beautiful city of Cape Town. My name is Desmond Chavasse, and I am Senior Vice President for Malaria Control, Child Survival, and Chief Evidence Officer. So we are in this room at the moment, 65 people from 18 countries, and I think we've got 15 CRs with us. So we're a big, fantastic, diverse group. So why is this meeting so important? Really, it's this intersection of these two fundamental growth areas of PSI. TMA, the total market approach, which will underpin the program design for absolutely everything that we do at PSI. It already is for certain stuff, but as you're going to see as we go forward, this will be the fundamental approach to program design for PSI. This meeting really helps to translate corporate strategy to field execution. You've all been to the various regional retreats. You've heard about the new strategic initiatives at PSI. One of those, of course, is marketing, and a fundamental aspect of that has been putting together how exactly are we going to go about using the TMA approach to underpin absolutely everything that we do. And of course, we're using the example of sanitation for us to really understand what that means, how that comes to life. And why are we choosing sanitation? We're choosing sanitation because it is the largest area of global health that has still remained largely untouched and unchallenged. About half of the population of planet Earth are affected by the fact that sanitation is inadequate. It's actually an embarrassment to mankind that half the world's population is still affected by poor sanitation. And ultimately, this is a chance for you to be out in front. 60 people learning these two fundamental aspects. I ask that all of you become ambassadors, become advocates for this, so that you go back to your countries and you make sure that these two issues, TMA and sanitation, you're really fully leveraging the new knowledge and skills that you're going to get this week in your countries, not just in your platforms, but please also influence the donors you talk to, the partners you work for, you work with in ministry, everybody else, because that's really the only way we're going to really disseminate this as fast as we can. Why is sanitation so important? Somebody read out the top one for me, Abigail.
10% of the global disease burden could be reduced through improved water supply, sanitation, and hygiene.
Thank you. Somebody else, Jocelyn.
88% of global cases of diarrhea are attributable to unsafe drinking water, inadequate sanitation, and poor hygiene.
Thank you. And the third one.
4100 enfants de moins de 5 ans meurent chaque jour de la diarrhée globalement.
Thank you. And the last one.
2,350 additional kids died from malnutrition associated with fecal contamination of ingested food and water.
Bottom line is, by improving sanitation, we can reduce diarrhea, we can reduce stunting, we can reduce the safety and dignity for women, and we can reduce the contamination of the environment and water resource management. That's why it's so important to focus on sanitation. Ultimately, people have to be separated from their shit, and that's a technical term, to be healthy. How are we doing with that? Not very well. Access to improved sanitation in Sub-Saharan Africa is currently standing at 31%, 33% in Southeast Asia, and 65% in Eastern Asia. Some of you may have seen this graph. It basically shows how we're doing at the moment. So the graph there at the bottom shows how we're doing at the moment. Slowly puttering along your grandchildren's grandchildren may eventually see us reach 100% if we just keep going at the same speed. The SDGs there are at, is it 85% coverage by 2030? So if we're going to reach that, we've obviously got to really accelerate the program. Okay, so that's sanitation, incredibly important. We really have to focus on it. So why the TMA focus? you've heard of TMA. Please take a moment. If you've got a piece of paper and a pen in front of you, I want you to complete this sentence. Just take a minute. PSI views TMA as a way to. Can you complete that sentence? Okay, so look, here is the definition that we are using really. So what is it? PSI views TMA as a way to improve market performance to equitably and sustainably increase the use of health products and services with the vision of achieving universal health coverage. I think everyone got at least some of that. And how? How are we going to do that? So to do this, we develop an in-depth understanding of the market, identify market failures across market players and market functions, and determine which interventions will achieve overall growth by improving demand, supply, and the enabling environment. Combinations of these will result in a more sustainable market. Okay, that's how we're going to do it. Now, don't worry too much. That is, in fact, the subject of the rest of the week. So finally, the only way to achieve sanitation targets, all that progress I was talking about, is through this mechanism. And that's what this week is all about. So what does success look like? If this week has been successful, how does that feel? You have enough new knowledge and motivation to design and seek funding for sanitation programming in your own countries. Obviously, with the support of global services. You have understood enough about TMA to begin to review other program areas. This is if you're at country level, obviously, and to explore new course corrections. And then ultimately, and this is really what I was referring to earlier, this is the element of you becoming these ambassadors, these advocates. You influence your colleagues and your national counterparts and donors using new language, insights, and concepts to accelerate the transition of health programming through to TMA. Thank you very much.